Hello, Algebra 1. Happy e-learning day. What a surprise. I was really not expecting it. So we're just going to do a quick review for your quiz, which will now be tomorrow. You do not have this in your packet, all right? So you are welcome to just watch this, or you can write it down if you would feel like. I'm just going to go through a few questions that you're going to see very similar to on your test tomorrow, and then you should take your Canvas quiz, which counts as your assignment for today. All right, so first off, we're going to subtract. Remember, subtraction is not FOIL. We should distribute our -1. This first set of terms is just going to come down because we just have a +1 in front of it. We are distributing our -1. -1 times -2x squared is +2x squared. -1 times 8x is -8x, and -1 times -3 is +3. And now we are just combining our like terms. 3x squared plus 2x squared is 5x squared. Notice we do not change our exponents. -10x plus -8x is -18x. Again, we do not change our exponents. And finally, 5 plus 3 is 8. There you go. All right, number 2, we are multiplying. So because there's only one thing out here, we're just going to distribute. What you want to remember is that you are multiplying your numbers, but we are adding our exponents. So 3 times 5 is 15. Bring down your x. 2 plus 7 is 9. Multiply. 3 times -2 is -6. Bring down your x. Add your exponents. 2 plus 3 is 5. And multiply. 3 times -10 is -30. There isn't any x here, so we're just bringing our x squared. And then just check your exponents are going down, starting at the biggest, ending with the smallest. And so that's our answer. All right, number 3, we're going to multiply. This just means we're foiling. You can do the box method or you can FOIL. I'm going to do both. If you don't want to see both, you can skip ahead in the video. So I'll start with FOIL. I'm going to go first. Half x times 4x. 1/2 times 4 is just 2. X squared. Half x times 3. Let's make this a nicer number. We're changing this. This is an 8, everyone. Half x times 8 is 4x. All right. Inner, -10 times 4x is -40x. And finally, -10 times 8, again, I just changed the problem to make it nicer, is -80. Find your like terms. 4x and -40x is -36x. Bring down your -80. Be really careful. Make sure you have x squared, x, and then your number. Only your x's combine. All right, if you're going to do the box method, half x minus 10, 4x plus 8. 4x times 1/2 x is 2x squared. 4x times -10 is -40x. 8 times 1/2 x is 4x. 8 times -10 is -80. Notice all of your terms are exactly the same. Your like terms are still the same. You're just adding those together, and that's where you get that -36x. All right, same exact answer. All right, number 4, this is what we called our sum and difference pattern yesterday. We have our same terms, x, 3, and 3, but one's a plus and one's a minus. Nothing stops you from foiling this or boxing this, but there is going to be a shortcut of first and last. X times x is x squared. -3 times 3 is -9. This is my final answer. If I were to go ahead and FOIL all the way, plus 3x minus 3x, we're going to see that my outer and inner terms are going to cancel out. Oops, that's a -9. Leaving me with just x squared minus 9. Please be careful with this -9. A lot of people want to add and tell me it's 0. Remember, when you're foiling, you are multiplying. All right, number 5, next one. Whenever you see something raised to the second power, all you're going to do is write it twice. And so if you are boxing this, the top and bottom is going to be, or top and side are going to be exactly the same. And if you are foiling, you are just foiling like normal. So 2x times 2x is 4x squared. Outer 2x times negative 5 is negative 10x. Inner negative 5 times 2x is negative 10x. And last, negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25. Be careful. These like terms are the same sign. They are not canceling. They are combining. Negative 10x plus negative 10x is negative 20x. All right, is this our last one? Yes, last one. So this problem, if you would like to FOIL, you can, but my personal recommendation for a binomial times a trinomial is always to do the box method. You're going to draw a 2 by 3 box. X minus 2 will go on the side. 3x squared plus 5x minus 10 goes on the top. And just be really careful when you multiply because you're adding exponents. 3x times x is 3x to the third. X times 5x is 5x squared. Negative 10 times x is negative 10x. 3x squared times negative 2 is negative 6x squared. 5x times negative 2 is negative 10x. And negative 10 times negative 2 is a positive 20. Like terms kind of appear on the diagonal here. Remember, biggest exponent comes first, so bring this down. 3x cubed. You are adding negative 6 plus 5 is negative 1. Keep your x squared. You are adding negative 10 plus negative 10 is negative 20. X. This plus 20 comes down. All right, really quickly, we're going to review our vocab. So we'll start with this one. We'll work backwards. We would call this one a cubic because your highest exponent is a 3. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. So this is a polynomial. This guy, highest exponent is 2. We call this quadratic. 1, 2, 3, trinomial. This one would also be quadratic because our highest exponent is 2, but there are only 2 terms, so this is a binomial. Highest exponent is 2. This would also be quadratic. 1, 2, 3, trinomial. This one is a trinomial because there are 3 terms, but we don't have a name for something with the highest exponent of 9. So we'll just say this is a trinomial. And finally, this is also going to be a quadratic trinomial because of a highest exponent of 2 and 3 terms. Okay. The only one we didn't really have, which is important, would be something like this. This, the highest exponent is 1, and so we would call this a linear binomial. All right, so what you want to do now is you want to go ahead and take your Canvas quiz, get that submitted. You can take that a couple times and I will keep the highest score. And if you have any questions, pop into our Google Meet. I can help you with whatever you need. And remember, your quiz is tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye.